Hey guys, my name is Anthony and I'm here with the KBO Ranger, which has quickly become one of my favorite bikes. So today we're going to unbox it and put it together. All right, we're gonna start by cutting off these white packing straps, get these out of the way. Then just undo the tape, make sure your blade isn't too long because there's precious stuff inside of this box. All right, so now that we've cut the tape off, we're just gonna go ahead and lift the lid off. It has staples in it, so just be careful when you're pulling it back. There we go. All right, first out of the box, we have this accessory box, which comes with the pedals and some other pieces we're gonna need. We're gonna set this aside and start unpacking all the foam. These are for the back of the bike. We're gonna set these aside and use these later. All right, we got the wheel. We're gonna set this aside. So now that we've opened up the box, we wanna be able to pull the bike out. And we wanna do this carefully, so that's why we recommend unboxing your bike with a friend. All right, so now that we've successfully got it out of the box, the first thing we wanna do is deploy the kickstand, which you'll find directly under the bike. Just give it a light step and then pull it backwards. And then this way, we're not setting the forks on the ground by itself. What we have to do now is we have to cut off all the zip ties because they were nice enough to wrap everything to keep the bike in good shape while it's being shipped. Thing to note is we don't want to cut any of the cables, so be very careful when you're cutting off the zip ties. All right, let's get the last one. All right. You guys, this is a beautiful bike. I couldn't be more excited. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at what's in the accessory box to make sure that we have all the pieces that we need. All right, so the first thing out of the box is the skewer. We're gonna set this by the tire because this is going to be what holds the front tire on. All right, the next piece that we have is the headlight, which is gonna be installed in the front of the bike. KBO has also given us a multi-tool to give us everything we need to put this bike together. Next, we have the pedals, and each of these pedals are labeled left and right. So make sure that you pay attention to which one says L and which one says R. All right, next is the charger and the cables. We're gonna set these aside. And lastly is the KBO's instruction manual. All right, the very first step we're gonna do is we're going to remove the 4 screws from the stem using our multi-tool Allen key. All right, so now that we've unscrewed the 4 screws, we're gonna take the plate, we're going to grab our handlebars and we're going to install them by putting the handlebars up against the grooves, which you'll find located on your handlebars. And we're going to put these in hand tight, all 4 of them, and then make the adjustments for where we want them positioned during riding after that. All right, now that we've installed the handlebars, what we want to do is install the front tire. We want to be careful not to touch the brake rotor and the brake pads on the inside. The wheel will go this direction and it should slide directly in fairly easily. So don't try to force it. If you're having to force it, something's off. All right, now on the front of the forks, you will see a screw and some bolts. That's just to keep the forks from bending. That comes during shipping. We're just going to remove that. This piece was there to make sure that your forks don't get bent during shipping, so we won't need this any longer. All right, so the wheel comes with this plastic piece to help protect it. So we're gonna also remove this right now before installing it. All right, now we're gonna take our skewer. We're going to remove the thumb nut and the cone spring. All right, so we're gonna take the tire, put it in between the green brake pads and just rotate the tire right into place. We're gonna take our skewer, slide it right through the center, and then we're going to take our cone spring and our thumb nut and just give that a tighten. Now that we've screwed this on with the skewer, we want to latch the lever and we want to make sure that it's facing backwards. All right, so the first step in installing the fender and the headlight is to take from the accessory box the 2 screws that it comes with. So in installing the headlight mount is going to start at the front and the mount for the fender is going to mount to the back of the bike. These 2 little wing arms is going to come off and there's a place right here where we're going to mount the screws to hold it in place. All right, so now that we've installed the headlight and the back mount plate for the fender, we need to install these little arms with the screws that were in the accessory kit, and you'll find the pre-threaded holes right here. All right, so now that we've installed the front fender, the headlight, now we need to install the pedals. Like I said earlier when we were pulling these out of the box, there's stickers on each one of the pedals, and there's stickers right here. As you're about to install them, you'll see. So make sure that the right matches the right and the left matches left. So grab your multi-tool. At the very end, there is a 15mm wrench and that's what we're gonna use to install the right pedal. First, we're gonna do it hand tight. We're gonna make sure that we're doing this clockwise, just like the instructions and the stickers dictate. Then we're going to take our 15mm tool. There we go. All right, give it a nice little crank and we're good to go. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing with the left pedal. The difference with the left pedal is that it's counterclockwise, so just follow the arrow that's on the pedal. All right, so the next step we're gonna do is we're going to install the running boards, which is very simple. The screws are already mounted into the side of the frame, so we're gonna pull those out, and there should be 3 of them. So we're gonna pull those 3 out on each side and then mount each running board. All right, now when it comes to seat height, it's gonna depend what your height is as a rider. But the way to raise the seat is, again, this lever right here in the center, and then you can raise it up or down. We'll lock that shut. If you'd like to change the seat position to either move it forward or backwards, there's an Allen key right underneath, which will give you the ability to shift it front or backwards. So one of the last pieces that we need to do is we need to hook up the headlight, we need to connect the wires, and we also need to connect the display. So what you're gonna find is that they're color coded, which is great. So the red goes with the red and the green goes with green. All right, now that we've connected both the wires, the headlight and the display, now the bike has power. So to turn on power, we're going to click the button right here that says M on it, right below the up and down button. We're gonna hold that button for 3 seconds, and it's on. Now we can see here that KBO has also already charged this battery. So the KBO Ranger has 5 levels of pedal assist. You easily navigate those assist levels by using up or down. If you go all the way to 0, that just makes it so that the Ranger functions as a normal bike with no power. So your keys are actually gonna be mounted under your seat. So to drop the battery out, you insert your key, turn it to unlock, which drops the battery out this way. You can pull the battery out. You can charge this separately, or you can charge it while it's attached to the bike. There is a battery meter right here. It gives you 1 or 4 bars to let you know where your battery's at when you put it on the charger. Cool, so we're gonna put the battery back in, lock it, remove the keys. You can access the charging port either when the battery's disconnected or through the side of the frame. All right, there you have it, that's it. We have successfully unboxed and installed all the components for one of my favorite KBO bikes, the Ranger. Go out, take it on the road, and have some fun.